trip to the OVAC Finals, winning a title as a freshman at 120, runner-up a year ago at 132. Saccoccia is a two-time Ohio Division II state placer and currently the number 2 ranked wrestler in Ohio Division II at 150 pounds. This should be an exciting match. Caution right off the start.
We're getting ready to rip here. Let's go.
Saccoccia obviously in the black singlet, and Stephen in the white and green singlet. Two excellent wrestlers battling right here. Both in search of their second OVAC championship.
Both
Stephen
coming
a
out
senior.
pretty aggressive here, yeah.
Very aggressive. Stephen a senior, Saccoccia a junior. Very aggressive off the get for sure. These two have met before. Reese Stephen was a 4-3 winner over Brody Saccoccia. What you would expect, a close match.
Exactly.
A little over 30 seconds into the first period. Out of bounds, we'll bring him back to the middle of the mat.
Stephen's going to Cleveland State also.
And yet another Division I wrestler.
Exactly.
What a junior year he had, winning the OVAC championship and Ohio State championship. And looking to try to pull off that repeat as a senior. The defending champ at this weight class, 150 pounds.
They were built a lot like each other, you know. Both lean, both longer.
Very much so. Very similar builds, correct.
Very, very strong looking.
.45 seconds remaining in the opening period. We are scoreless still.
Ooh.
They were close. That was close there.
That was.
Just out of bounds, though.
Remember last time watching Stevens, he's very quick on his feet. It's like he takes a step and it's almost a step and a half. Nice drag by. Good recovery.
.20 seconds remaining in the opening period. They're going to be out. Bring them back to the middle of the mat, neutral, with 16 seconds remaining here in our opening period. This, our featured match of the night. Barnesville going to be going away with the overall team championship. Can they grab yet another individual championship on the night, or will it be a big red championship that ends the evening? There's the end of the first period. We are scoreless. Green choice.
Like
Green will take down.
Like we were talking about earlier, too. Thank God they do this, because usually half these people will be gone by now.
Yep.
And it'd be the heavyweight sitting out there by himself.
Smart to end on a featured match. I agree.
Very smart idea.
Take whatever your best matchup is of the night and make it your featured match. So Stephen was down, trying to get an escape here. Saccoccia has that leg.
Got to do something with it. Front tripping.
And they're out. Come back. Stephen will be down once again.
Gets to his feet very quickly.
See what Saccoccia can do this time. On top.
I get a nice
Tries to
chop there.
drag him right into the mat. Stephen, though, able to get to his feet quickly once again. Gets an escape. Back to neutral there. We're coming to the middle of the mat with a 1-0 Reese Stephen lead over Brody Saccoccia, with 1:34 remaining here in our second period.
Yeah, the clock was still running.
I think it was 1:30.
Brody looked over and it was still running. I seen that too. All right, they fixed it.
1:36 is where we are. All right, we're at 1:36. 1:36 remaining here in our second period. 1-0 Reese Stephen over Brody Saccoccia.
Both very quick, controlling the head.
Ian Whittington shouting some instructions from over in the chair there for Brody Saccoccia.
Yep. It's him and old Devin Brown over there.
Yep.
Spencer Lee's old workout partner.
Yes. Two excellent wrestlers in their own right sitting in those Steubenville chairs.
Yep.
Here's where you start to feel old. Is I covered these guys when they were wrestling in high school myself. Oh, 30 years will do that to you.
Absolutely.
We're 45 seconds remaining here in the second period. It's still 1-0. Reese Steven, that escape, the only scoring thus far here in this match. .30 seconds remaining here in the second period.
Seemed like they were going at each other a little bit more in the first period.
Yep.
Now
we're explosive in that opening period. Now we've kind of slowed down a little bit here.
It looks like somebody or both afraid to make a mistake.
I agree. I was kind of thinking the same thing in my head, was that, boy, neither one wants to kind of open the door for that possible.
Which, I mean, they know if that one takedown could be.
It's all it's good. Yeah.
Yeah, that could be the whole thing.
They're out, and time runs out. Time runs out on the period. We'll go to the third. It's 1-0. Or no, we put 1 second back on the clock. He was out of bounds, apparently. Okay, before the. Now this will be done quick as it was. Obviously, 1 second. All right, third period, 1-0. Reese Steven. Saccoccia is going to choose down.
Got to pick down.
Because you want to try to at least get that escape to tie it up.
Yep.
Here we are, third period of our highlighted match of the night.
He's going to get out too then.
Reese Steven, the defending champion at 150 pounds, trying to go back-to-back. Saccoccia gets out, and we're tied at 1. A minute 50 remaining, folks.
And it's like we were talking earlier, that one takedown, probably going to decide it.
Saccoccia trying to work in there. Trying to get that front headlock, but just couldn't get that arm around. Minute 31 remaining in our third period. We're tied at 1. Who's going to make that move to try to get that next score?
So far, no one's found an opening. No one's found an angle.
Minute 15.
Someone needs to get a good setup, get in deep.
Steven went for it there. Saccoccia hanging on.
He's controlling that far wrist. Nothing Steven can do when he does that.
Out of bounds, they'll bring it back to middle. 54 seconds remaining. We're tied at 1 in the championship bout for a 150 pounds. .45 seconds remaining. .35 seconds. 30 seconds. Somebody going to make the move. Let's see.
Yeah.
.20. 19 seconds. Somebody going to make a move here? We go into overtime.
It's looking like overtime.
.10 seconds.
Be our first overtime match of the day, even.
Yep.
The finals.
And we are going to go to overtime. Tied at 1.
Conditioning definitely comes into effect.
Absolutely.
Weight loss comes into effect.
Remember, this is their third match of the day, too, folks. We did quarters this morning, semifinals this afternoon, and now finals this evening. Obviously, they've had the longest time to recover, being the final match of the night.
And the longest time to sit around and get tightened up,
That's
too.
true. That's true. Very true. 45 seconds. We've already whittled off 15 here in our first overtime period. We're tied at 1. Who's willing to take that shot? Who can find an opening to find their way to an OVAC championship at 150 pounds. Will Reese Stephen make it back-to-back championships, or will Brody Saccoccia win his second OVAC title? Where will that move come from? Who's going to be able to take that shot? 15 seconds remaining now in our opening overtime period, and we might be headed to a second overtime with the way this is looking. 9 seconds, under 10, close to the edge of the mat, going to let them continue. They come back in. That's the end of the first overtime.
Nobody's sticking their neck out to get it chopped off now.
Green choice, you would assume down, and he'll take down. 30 seconds in this overtime period. Now, we will wrestle all 30 seconds.
Yes.
Unless there's a fall.
A fall, correct.
So just because if Stephen would get an escape does not mean it's over,
or a
folks.
Reversal.
Correct, or a reversal. Saccoccia hanging on. Some high hold there, trying to get the leg too. Trying to get that knee and that ankle there. Stephen is trying to sprawl and stay up. 15 seconds in this overtime. Can Saccoccia work this into a takedown? Under 10.
Got to bring him back to the mat.
5 seconds. Whistle blows at 2, I think. 2 seconds should be on the clock.
That's stalling. He had to bring him back down, try to commit to bring him back to the mat. He was just holding his leg up in the air with, the referee seen. But
they're going to leave it at 1 second. I don't think 2 would make much of a difference.
You take a stall in there and you give him no points.
Yep.
And you get out, and that stalling don't mean nothing. Or, do you get called with stalling again and lose.
Right.
That was what you could see. Brody was looking at the clock.
Absolutely.
So he knew what he was picking to do there.
Still 1-1, third overtime. Saccoccia on the bottom now. Can he get an escape? Saccoccia working on that wrist. Stephen trying to hang on. Saccoccia, can he get a takedown?
Going to get a reversal.
Would be the reversal, correct?
He's burning time there.
Stephen out of bounds. Stephen trying to get the takedown.
Yeah. Stephen's on top, so he can't get a takedown. He's just getting control back on top to control.
Right, because he never got up. You're correct.
Exactly, yeah. But, it's 10 seconds now.
Can he get an escape here? Can Saccoccia get an escape?
Out. Hand fighting.
5 seconds. Can he escape?
Oh, hips over.
Reversal.
That's
no.
One.
Yes. Yeah, there it is. Saccoccia gets the win. Brody Saccoccia wins in overtime, 2-1.
How does it feel to be the top wrestler in the OVAC in your weight class?
It feels amazing. It's been a long time coming, and how I felt last year, I used that as motivation to get back to today, and I probably let my emotions get the best of me at the end, but it was a big moment for me, and I apologize if I was a little out of line, but I was very excited, and I didn't know how to handle it. Emotions got the best of me, but I want to thank my family, friends, my teammates, my coaches for all the help and hard work they helped me with to get to this point.
Thank you so much. Reporting Matt side, I'm Penelope Petrucci with WJMH Sports.
Ready?